Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara, and in today's video I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about mortgage interest rates right now, and also something you definitely want to be aware of if you are thinking about purchasing a vacation home in the near future. So I have to say, this wasn't exactly the video I thought I was going to be making today. I actually had something planned that was completely different. But if you've kept up with the mortgage interest rates over the past few weeks, you might be wondering what the heck is going on. In a couple of my videos at the tail end of last year, I mentioned projections for interest rates throughout 2022. I'm going to put a chart up on the screen that you will have seen already if you have watched some of my past videos, but it shows mortgage rate projections throughout 2022 and beyond. So as you can see, the MBA, or in other words, the Mortgage Bankers Association, was predicting that interest rates would hit right around 4% by the end of 2022. On the other hand, Fannie Mae was predicting interest rates would only hit 3.4% by the end of 2022. There's something really important to note here, and that is that these projections were released before the Fed announced in December that it would be tapering its asset purchases and has been contemplating shrinking its balance sheet. So ultimately, what ended up happening is that interest rates over the past few weeks have started skyrocketing. In the beginning of January, we were seeing interest rates go to right around 3.2, then they went to 3.4, 3.5, 3.6. I'm even seeing them now around 3.7, 3.75. So this is a huge, huge difference. We have already blown through the projections that Fannie Mae actually had for this year. And in terms of the MBA projecting that we would hit 4% by the end of the year, the fact that it is now the very beginning of February and we are already seeing interest rates around 3.5 to 3.7%, it's pretty likely that we're going to see 4% this year. Now, I do want to add in here, of course, as always, as a disclaimer, I am not a mortgage banker or a lender or in really any form of the mortgage lending industry. I'm just a real estate broker here in Asheville, but this stuff is so important for you to know as either a seller or a buyer, because these statistics really impact the market. And because this information is really not what we were expecting to see this year, at least not in 1 month's time, I really thought it would be helpful to share this. To give you an exact statistic, I saw a couple days ago that rates for 30-year fixed-rate mortgages have hit, on average, 3.72% in January. That is actually a rate that we have not seen since March of 2020. So what does all of this mean, and how could this impact the housing market? Well, it could impact it in a couple different ways. One of those ways being that home buyers might start to feel FOMO, or fear of missing out, and they might say, wow, interest rates are going up at such a rapid rate, I might as well try to get in quickly before they go up even more. So there is a chance that we could see a flood of more buyers on the market, but something to keep in mind is that that will just be a very short-term effect. And we might not even see that happen. If we're looking at things on a longer term horizon, we'll tend to see that the higher interest rates go, the lower demand goes. That is super generalized, and of course there are a lot of factors that play into the housing market, but in general, that's typically what will happen. Reason being, as interest rates go up, the affordability of homes tends to go down. So I have a chart I'm going to put up here that will show you how interest rates going up will impact your buying power. So as you can see, someone that can afford a $475,000 home when interest rates are right around 3% can only afford roughly a $425,000 home when interest rates are at around 4%. So this change could have drastic effects. If you're a buyer out there and you're currently kind of pushing your budget in terms of the homes you're placing offers on or the homes that you're looking at, this is definitely something to be aware of, because pretty soon, or even now possibly, you might not necessarily be able to afford the homes that you're currently looking at. So absolutely speak to a mortgage lender about the increasing interest rates to get an idea of what your purchase power is currently. A side note here is that you won't be able to lock in your interest rate until you're under agreement on a home. So as interest rates are continuing to fluctuate, your purchasing power will also fluctuate with them. One last thing I want to mention, and this is super, super important, especially if you are looking to purchase a second home or vacation home anytime in the near future. I know that especially in the Asheville area, probably half or more of the people that I'm working with are looking for vacation homes or second homes. So this is something that's going to be important to a lot of you. And that is that the Federal Housing Finance Agency recently announced that they are going to be raising interest rates for vacation homes and for second homes starting on April 1st. Now, I wish I could say that this is an April Fool's joke because it's on April 1st, but unfortunately it is not. I've heard a variety of projections in terms of how much they're going to increase, anywhere from 0.25% all the way up to 1%. So it's really hard to say what's actually going to happen when the end of March and beginning of April come around. But this is something to be aware of and definitely something to speak to your lender about. Because if you're currently out there looking for a vacation home and you think your purchasing power is a certain amount, if you don't find something in the very near future, your purchasing power could drop significantly when those interest rates increase in a couple months. So I want to end out this video by saying that if you are looking to purchase a property, primary, vacation home, investment property, whatever it is, around the Asheville area, definitely feel free to reach out to me and I will be more than happy to help you. If you are looking to speak with a local lender in the area, I have a few different contacts for you. If you have questions on anything that I mentioned in today's video, please feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below or reach out to me directly. I will leave my contact info in the description box below as well as at the end of this video. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. That is it for today, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon in the next one.